the defense, that is where I have quite a challenge. Now the question will be that who will be our best pair in terms of centre back? We are looking at probably Alexander Jiku and that is Mohamed Mosalisu. And Mosalisu for Monaco has struggled to get playing time with the commencement of the league. The Jiku too likewise have not been too consistent. So what will be the case? Because Jerome Opoku, for instance, had made a very clear statement of intent in terms of his performance with his club side there. So it will be really interesting to tell whether he would want to repose confidence in his trusted pair of centre backs, or you would want to go in for a different approach where you probably pair another player with any of them.
Yeah, for me, I think I side with you. Yeah, mind and I would let me know what you also think about it. Personally, I think if you look at our squad, we don't have any problem anywhere onto our defense, and even with the defense, I think it's just the two centre pairs because Otto Addo has shown that his go-to guy at the back is Jiku, and then whoever pairs with Jiku has always been the issue. Now, in most times he goes with Salisu. If both of them are fit, they are go-to players. But in this moment, if you look at the squad, both of them at this point are not in their best of shape. Jiku is not actively playing. He's struggling in game time. Same as Salisu.
Salisu is being linked to Sunderland.
And I hear Sunderland or Crystal Palace, I believe, one of the teams in England wants to sign him. He's always had the potential. But even with him, even in games in moments where he's been on great form, he's come to the Black Stars and he has always struggled. When we play against teams that play high up the pitch, we struggle with counter breaks and all that. In this moment that both of them are not even actively playing, at this point, look at our centre halves, our centre backs. The two players that are actively playing are Jerome Opoku and Jonas Ajete. They are the most active players for their club side. However, just as Mike was asking, will Otto Addo have the confidence and say, I am playing those two? Mind you, Jerome Opoku, when was given the chance, excelled very well at his role. I think the last time he played, he was one of the best players at the back. Very good ball progressor. Is Otto Addo going to pair him with Jiku? Is he going to, looking at the fact that Otto Addo did not call us absence this time around? Because if you look at the last times we played,
he's not been competitive. He's not.
Yes, he also has not been competitive. The Premier League, the Ghana Premier League is even yet to start, so he has also not been competitive for a coach to call him and say, "Come and play." So that has been my worry. For the left backs and as right backs, we don't have a problem because in our time, Langte obviously is coming from an injury. But even for Caleb Yentri, when he was at the Unity Cup, he was excellent. He's a midfielder, but was excellent at the right back. No problem at all. For the left back, the new guy that has been called one of the excellent left backs you can find in Europe, Gideon Mensah, is also actively playing. For me, and as Michael said, it's not like we have like Olele B in our pools. You get what I'm talking about? Like, no disrespect to our goalkeepers, but like, no disrespect to our goalkeepers, they are excellent, but we don't have like
a category
A.
They are making efforts.
We don't have category A goalkeepers in our post. So we need at least a defensive pair
that can shield
them. Yeah. Am I overthinking it?
Yeah, I'm sure Otto would have figured something out. I mean, it's good that we had the Unity Cup to give some players the opportunity to make an impression on the coach, and I felt like most of the players that featured in the Unity Cup did give a very good account of themselves. So I'm very sure Otto Addo, as a technical man, would have anticipated such challenges among his squad. And like you rightly mentioned, the last time Jerome Opoku featured for the Black Stars, he did very well. He also gave a very good impression of himself. So, I mean, given the amount of quality the Black Stars have in their squad, because you look at those players that have been penciled out to play for the Black Stars in defense, you can feel the quality in terms of the teams they played for and in terms of when they themselves have the opportunity to play for the Black Stars. So I don't think it's much of a worry for Otto Addo. The only thing for me is whether or not he would want to stick or he would want to be loyal to the players that he has trusted them to do the job for him. I've not really been impressed with the defensive pairing of Jiku and Mo Salisu actually. If
I
I've watched them over the period that the Black Stars have played, I've not really enjoyed that defensive duo of Jiku and Mo Salisu. So the last international outing for the Black Stars, you notice that Jerome Opoku did compliment Jiku a lot of times when he was challenged. So I think it works when we have Jiku pairing with Opoku than when he's pairing with Salisu. And I'm sure Otto Addo would want to go with that defensive duo rather than go with Mo Salisu, especially considering that they've not really featured for their clubs and they are going to look a bit rusty. I'm very sure that Otto Addo would want to rather stick to Opoku and Jiku. And then, of course, I mean, whatever happens, he has the responsibility to take responsibility for whatever decision he makes. But I suspect that he would rather want to go with Jiku and Opoku in that heart of defense. And like you mentioned, I mean, the right back and left back, we don't really have a problem there. In midfield as well, I'm sure he's probably going to go with Thomas Partey and maybe Elisha Usu, because we know he's a very big fan of him, and then Kudus as well, and then maybe Semenyo and Pencil with the kind of form he's been into. I suspect he's probably going to get an opportunity to start, and maybe Jordan Ayew completes that front three for the Black Stars. So I mean, I think it's a very good squad. Whoever starts for the Black Stars, I think, have the quality and the personality to help the Black Stars excel in those two games.
So what informed the choice of Jerry Effi being chosen ahead of what do you call him, Thomas Brennan Asante? I think he's also shown very good out. I don't know whether they want to probably look at the progression of, because he is playing for the lower division lower division of national team. So
maybe for the purpose
giving
of
that exposure. So for the future.
But I think for a free year as well, I mean, he's taking his opportunity anytime he's featured. Because I remember the game against Niger, where most of the players didn't show up because they felt there was nothing to play for. And sometimes you'd want to test your players' mentality and character in matches like this. I mean, he did come in and scored. He was the only one. He scored a lone goal for the Black Stars in that game. So I'm sure he's also earned his spot through the opportunities he's had for the Black Stars. I just hope that he will be able to, with the kind of competition around the forward players, he should make sure he keeps his consistency and hopefully keeps his place in the Black Stars.
Well, so this the program outline for the Black Stars. The FA says they will arrive on Sunday and then Monday, that is 30th, and then 1st September. On Monday, 1st September, there will be the first training session, which will be open to the general public, and then on 2nd, so that's it, the 2nd September, they will do another training session, but that one will be behind closed, and then they will travel to Chad, and then on Wednesday they will train in Chad and play the game on Thursday in Chad, and then they will come back to Ghana quickly and come and do one training session on Friday, which will be there, and then maybe after that they also come and do the goal, and then on Saturday they will do a behind closed door training session, and then on Sunday they will do another training session which will be open to the press the first 15 minutes as mandated by FIFA and CAF, and then on Monday we'll play the last game. I think after this game we'll be able to know whether we are going to the World Cup or not. So